Hey, and welcome to Puro Dino. If you've been following along, you'll know that last Friday Alfredo went for a checkup at Reekmans Technical Support. The goal was to get Alfredo ready for his big moment, the technical inspection. Well, the oil was changed, the transmission oil was also changed. He got a new air filter, a new oil filter, sort of the usual TLC, but Kurt, that's the mechanic by the way, did give it a good look over. The carburetors were dismantled, have a look to see if they were pulling enough air. All that sort of stuff. He also reassured me a little bit that all the cylinders of the engine are firing fine. There had been some concerns that some of the cylinders might be misbehaving, but no, Alfredo's heart apparently is beating strong, so that's a good thing. However, we did find an issue with the carburetors. They have a couple of vacuum leaks where the seals are. Not unusual, as the engine has been standing still for such a long time. It does explain the little pops that you hear every now and then. It does also kind of explain the blackish kind of smoke coming from the exhaust pipe. I was guaranteed that that's nothing too catastrophic, but we do need to get that looked at in the near future, or very near future, or ASAP. Alfredo did pass the inspection, so that's very good, without any remarks, which I quite honestly was surprised about. I had expected a list as long as my arm, especially given our own kind of notes that we have on the car, on the engine. But no, clean bill of health from the authorities, so that's great. So with the inspection done, I could finally move on to the next phase, which is getting the license plate done. And I tried using the online platform, which would have given me my license plate later on that same day, which would have been great. That was the last Monday. But obviously, lucky me, I fell into one of those categories where I wasn't able to use the online platform and had to make an appointment. So I had to make an appointment with the DIV, that is Belgium's vehicle registration office. And yeah, it turns out that they do take their summer holidays very, very seriously. The first available appointment? 1st of September, and when I checked back a little bit later, that already had gone up to the 10th of September. So yeah, I thought I was gonna cry. Thankfully, my insurance broker has weekly appointments with the DIV, and he managed to get my file submitted on Wednesday, the 30th of July. But when I checked on the status of my file, I seen that it was registered as submitted on the 31st of July, the day after. But hey, that's also Alfredo's birthday, so yay. But yeah, so now we have to wait another 5 working days from the date that they received the file at. So yeah, we're still waiting. As the eagle-eyed viewers might have already noticed, there is no license plate on the car yet. But yeah, it was Alfredo's birthday on Thursday. He is 51 years old now, although officially he is 50 years of age, but that is because they go by the first registration date, which was March 1975. But Alfredo was born on the 31st of July 1974, which was very common in those days for cars to only be sold a couple of months, sometimes even year or years later. And you sometimes have a bit of a discrepancy between the sort of official kind of age of the car and the actual age of the car, especially because Ferrari, for example, for the 308 GT4, built for stock, they didn't really build on customer orders. There were some examples, but I can't find data on how many were actually built on customer orders, which would have been very, very few. Most of them were literally just built in a certain configuration and then delivered to a dealer. I finally got to drive him. When Alfredo came back from the inspection, the car was dropped back to the garage, not to my place. The person that went to the inspection was not able to bring the car back over here, although it's only 4 kilometers, but yeah, due to schedule, he was not able to. We figured out then the best way for us to get the car here was just use the plates on my daily driver with notifying the insurance, obviously. So we used those plates to drive the car the 4 kilometers that we needed to bring it home. And so yes, I did get to drive him. If it was only for 4 kilometers, it was still such an occasion. I was so happy and terrified all at the same because I really didn't want to damage anything, have an accident or miss shift even or anything. So it was both terrifying and absolutely fantastic. Couple of things I did find out though. So apparently the 308 GT4 has the exact same turning circle as the Titanic. Seriously? So that's something I'm going to have to get used to. Apparently others have already said yes, that is the case, and that is something you have to get used to. And another thing is that the mirror on the passenger side is totally useless. I haven't figured out yet how I would be able to angle my Vitelloni so that I can actually use that mirror. So if anybody has any tips or tricks on how to do that, please put them in the comments below because I really want to find out. Now that the plate is officially on the way, the journey can really begin. Next episode, Alfredo's first real trips around Hasselt. Driving, filming and sharing finally what the Dino feels like on the open-ish roads around Hasselt. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't miss the next episode. Thanks for following along, guys. Thank you to everybody for commenting, liking, subscribing. It really means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much. Until next time, guys. Ciao a tutti. Bye.